This is the Mathieu drill. I actually picked this up from one of my players who he must have picked it up somewhere or made it up, but it's something that my boys enjoy doing. And what's great about it is it really allows our players to get conditioned and work on some scoring in space. And so, really, what you need is a half zone. So either the neutral zone or below one of the blue lines. Ideal amount of players for this is just five. You could go one or two less. You could go with one or two more, but I think to get the most out of the drill and the most conditioning aspect, five is about perfect. So never mind these arrows in the middle here. But basically, what you do is you set two nets across from each other. You have two teams. So in this example, we have team purple and we have team blue. Player one on each team will start with the puck and drive and try to score on the opposing goalie. So you see here they fly around the net and it's just a 1-on-0. They could deke, they could shoot, they can do whatever they want. It's got to happen fast. So if you make the shot, if you score, then you get to grab another player with you to go 2-on-0. If you miss, your team only gets one player to go next. And so for the sake of this example, I'll show as if player one scored for purple but not for black. So purple here would go again. So would go again with players 1 and 2. Now it's a 2-on-0. And so you're coming in and you're doing the same thing. You're trying to score on this 2-on-0. But since the black team's player missed, player 2 on their team still has to go alone. So it's a 1-on-0. If player 2 were to score for black, then they would get player 3 to join them and it would be a 2-on-0. Now, if players 1 and 2 on purple miss, then it goes back to the beginning as well for player 3. But for the sake of this drill, we'll assume that players 1 and 2 on their 2-on-0 score. If they score, they will be able to get all 3 players to go and have a 3-on-0. If they score, they win. They get the point. If they don't score, they got to go all the way back down to their first player in line, and he gets to go on a 1-on-0 again. So it's the first person to get 3-on-0 scored. So again, you need the keys to this. You must score to gain another player. If you do not score, you go back to 1. It allows us to work in scoring, some passing, skating, conditioning, also some communication, effort. I think probably the most important part, I'm not a big fan of just bag skating kids. I think that if you could condition kids through drills, they're going to be more conditioned to be in live situations. And this drill does a really good job of that. Kids love doing it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and hopefully you'll put it to use. And I can let Matthew know how so many other people are using the drill that he came up with. So thank you, and we'll see you soon.